stop doing this hungover. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It is wonderful to have you guys here again as always. We're back working on Ethel's cage. It's now fully welded front to back. Oh, I did notice actually I missed a spot over there on that front stay, so I'll have to weld that up quickly. But yeah, all the rest of it, it's all fully welded the whole way around. I came and put a little bit of paint on the upper sections so that it can go back up into the car. It was all welded around the tops. I kicked the boxes out, ratchet strapped the two sides together and dropped it down into the floor, and then I could get around and weld all the tops, which was not fun, especially these ones. For some reasons these were, the two halo ones here were really troublesome to get to, but it's all done now. I put some paint on the top stuff, and yeah, on this. So now what I'll do, I think I'll drill out these floor plates on the front while I can sort of get to them. I'll cut two more, transfer the holes onto them, drill those, and then we'll put this back up and drill through the floor and bolt them down. We'll set the side intrusion back in the car, which I think might be a little too low, so I might have to redo the side intrusion, which is sucky, but it is what it is. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But yeah, that was, it was a pain in the ass to get it welded. Definitely not fun. I had more trouble getting to the underside of everything than I did up on the tops. But yeah, anyway, this came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I still got to weld it to the floor plates, and I've got to weld the boxes to the chassis, and then the cage to the boxes, which is my goal today. I also need to make a support for the back of the seat, so I'll do something, thinking of doing a little bracket down here with a bolt through it so it can bolt on and support the back of the seat. And yeah, that's about it. Then it'll be paint the rest of it, and we can move on to getting all this stuff prettied up. I've got to block off all the holes in the firewall. I've got to block off all the holes in the back here, all these, so that it is firewalled. I've got to block off speaker covers, all those holes. I think I might just cut that section out and put a new flat plate in its place. I'll come to that later. I'll probably put the carpet back in it, maybe. But yeah, then I want to focus on all this. I'll drop the subframe, suspension, everything out of it. We'll get the booster out, all the lines, brake lines, ABS, everything, and then start cleaning the engine bay, all underneath, front to back. I'll probably drop the rear subframe out of it as well, so I'll drop that out of it so I can get it all clean. And then I've got to cut the spare wheel well out of it. I don't think I'm going to drill the spot rivets. I think I'll just cut it out. But yeah, anyway, that's enough nonsense from me. I'm going to go ahead, get all the front two plates drilled. I'll cut off some new bits while I'm at it. I'll get that welded up, and then we'll get this section back up into the car, drill through it, bolt it down, bolt the side intrusions back in. Hopefully they still fit. I'll get a seat in it. And yeah, then start working on getting the rest of it welded out, and then the rear stay is welded as well. I've got to clean up a little bit more on that back rear stay. It's sort of landed itself in a spot it sort of landed itself in a spot still on some of the sound deadening shit, so sound deadening? Seam sealer. So I'll get that cleaned off so that I can tack and weld and do all that shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get these drilled out first. Get some more steel in the bandsaw, cut 2 more, and then we'll go from there. fucking hot. Excuse me, Nismo. Get out of the way, will you? Yeah. Anyway, so that is now the boxes welded in both sides. The bottom of the cage welded to the boxes. The feet are bolted down, side intrusions bolted back in. I still think I might have to change this, which sucks, but it is what it is. I might just remake this piece so that it has a slight bend here, comes a bit straighter, and then just has the other bend there. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'll get the tech inspector out to check it. I'll put a seat in. I think it'll be close. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, the whole car now feels like, I don't know if you can't really see it on camera, but like this thing it's solid. It's not going anywhere. So I'm happy with that. It's stiffened up the car a heap already. I still got to go and weld the bottom of those feet and the bottom of the feet in the back. I think I'll start with these ones. I think these ones are going to be slightly easier. And then I'll move into the ones in the back. I don't think I'm going to get time today to make the support for the seat like I wanted to. But that's okay. It's something I can do that easily enough off camera anyway. And then yeah, then it's just a matter of painting the rest of it. And yeah, then we can move on to some other stuff. But yeah, this is sucky. It's hot, and I'm gonna stop every few minutes and go and have a drink, quick rest, come back, weld some more, go and have a rest, have a drink. But yeah, it's coming along. Almost finished, almost at the end of it. I'll go and get some zinc on the boxes once they cool down, and then from there it can be blacked and whatever it's got to do. Anyway, I'm going to keep going with these front ones and then move on to the back ones. Alright, well there we go. That's where I'm going to end it in this video. That's the cage fully welded in now. It's fully welded in on the back. I've got these ones as well. They were a massive pain in the ass. I should have cut the wheel well out first while my angle grinder was working, so I could just pop my head up through the hole and weld those. Instead I had to kneel in the spare wheel well and break my back to get those welded up, but they're welded up now. They're all welded up on both sides, welded to that, and then the front stays are welded to the plates and then bolted through to a plate underneath, sandwiching in the floor pan. That has taken me a lot longer than I was expecting. I did want to make up the seat support today, but I didn't get a chance. I've just spent the last 6 hours doing that because it sucked ass. All this welded stuff, I'll give a quick little clean up, and then I'll put some zinc on them, and then I'll try and get the rest of the cage painted out, but I'm not going to bother painting the cage until I know these side supports are good. I think they are. I've got to get the seat back in and have a look and double check. Then all I've got to do is make a seat support, and then I'll get a new angle grinder next week, and then I'll cut this spare wheel well out. And then at some point I've also got to get a chute mount made. I think I'm going to go through the factory tow bar hole and take this light duty tow bar I've got on there off, and use the mounting points for it for my roll cage, not my roll cage, my chute mount, and then have it up here for the chute, etc. And then the cable I'll run under the car and up through the hole over there, or the hole over here, and then up the roll cage and to the top, which I still have to make. I might make some sort of bolt-on chute mount or release bracket here, or I'll put it down there. I'm not sure. I haven't decided on that bit yet. That's future me problem. But yeah, now I'm happy the cage is done. The car is solid as a rock. We're gonna start working on some other stuff now. Like that spare wheel well, the chute mount. I want to get the rear end out of it, the front end out of it, get everything underneath cleaned and wire wheeled and sandblasted, and same for this, and then get it all edge primed and body deadened, carpet back in. But yeah, anyway, I'm happy with the way this cage has turned out, apart from that side intrusion stuff. That is a bit shit. Hopefully it's in the right. It's going to be close. It's going to be. If it's not in the right spot, it's not by much. But like I was saying, I'll just remake these bolt-in sections so that it kicks a bit straighter, and then bolt in down there. But I'll get the intake inspector out and we'll go from there. Yeah. New ECU for Ethel arrived the other day, so I'm pretty happy on that and keen to get started on wiring that. I got to get an engine in it though. There's no point in doing the engine wiring loom without an engine in it. I'll get onto a basic chassis loom, and I'll probably start wiring that in, as well as I want to reroute all the battery stuff up to there, to the firewall. Do some pass-through stuff. Fancy shit. But yeah, I'll get onto that later. Anyway, the cage is done now. Ordered new turbo for Ethel, so that's on its way as well. That will hopefully be here next week or the week after. I got a video I got to make on that when it arrives, so I'll give you guys all the down low on that once it arrives. And yeah, I think that's about it. Happy with the way progress is coming. Still got a fair bit to go, but once all the prettiness is done, like all these are painted, I think I'm just going to do them body black, shit like that. Then it's just sort of piece it back together, and there won't really be too much to do after that besides get an engine in it and put the trans back in, diff, etc. Diff might take a little while, we'll see. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it on this video today, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. Please leave your likes and comments down below. I'm going to spend the next hour or so tidying up a little bit in here for next week's activities, and then I'm going to go inside and have a few drinks and relax. And yeah, anyway, don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
the same.